This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Salem Villa destination trailer, model number 353 FLFB. So I'm just going to show you some of the features, some of the components to it and how it works, okay? So here we are on the door side at the rear. And there's a low point drain right there. You can see this marker right there. That's just the lowest point of the plumbing. You use that when you're winterizing the trailer. Okay. You have a rear door that goes right into the bedroom. Right here. Okay. You have a power awning with LED strip. Okay. This is your water heater. It's a 10-gallon water heater. And let me just pull this off so I can do it with one hand here. Okay, so this works on both gas and electric. Right now it's empty, as you can see. This is the drain plug slash anode rod. It takes 1 1/16" 6-point socket to remove this plug and to screw it back in. This is where it came from and where it goes back in, right? So you can see it's empty. So rule number 1 is never run the water heater without water in it. The tank is directly behind here. It's a 10-gallon tank. It's empty because it's winterized and you can't leave water in there in the winter, of course. So in the spring, make sure that before you turn on the electrical heating element or the gas, you fill the water tank, okay? This switch right here, let me get that tape off of there. This is on and off rocker switch. That controls the electric heating element that's behind that cover. So that's where you turn that on and off. There's also a switch inside to operate the gas burner here. Of course, you get faster recovery with the gas. Most people will just leave the electric element on, and then if they're going to use the shower or whatever, they'll kick on the gas for that. Okay. So keep in mind, it is empty right now and it's bypassed. There are bypass valves on the back of this water heater. You'll have to educate yourself a bit if you're going to winterize it yourself. But right now, the water heater is bypassed and is empty. Okay. So you have outside speakers, of course. This is the fill for your fresh water tank. Now, the most common way to get water to this trailer is the city water hookup. Most places where you'll have it parked will have city water, so you just hook up to there. But if you're camping someplace where there's no plumbing, you're boondocking, or you're just someplace where there's no plumbing, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank here and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you the switch for the pump when we get inside. This is TV signal out and power, so you could put in a TV out here. That is the range hood vent right there. So if you can see, it's hard to see because it's black and dark in there, but there's a baffle in there. If you're going to vent to the outside using the range hood vent fan, you want to reach up there, get on a ladder, and pop the baffle loose so it flaps freely. When you're traveling or in storage, you can just shut it. But if you're going to vent to the outside, that baffle's got to be flapping freely. This is the furnace vent here. Okay. All right, sliding doors. Your tongue jack here, obviously. You have 2 LP tanks that are full, and they look to be 30-pound LP tanks. So you got 60 pounds of LP. Your deep cycle marine battery is right there. Okay. 2 slide outs back here, or over here, I mean, and this is the dump for your fresh water tank right here. So if you ever want to dump your fresh water, let's say you were camping and you filled it up, you didn't use it all, you don't want to drive with the water in there, you can just dump it right there. Just the gate valve. When it comes to dumping your black and gray tank, that happens here. You can see the black tank valve is over here. That's toilet water and waste. Gray tank is sink and shower water. Now this right here is a black tank flush. So after you dump your black tank, you can leave the valve open. You have to leave the valve open. You put the hose at the dump station right on there, and turn it on. It'll spray out the inside of your black tank, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. Like it says on the sticker though, always make sure the black tank valve is open before you turn on any water. You don't want too much pressure to build up in there. Okay, storage here. It's a 50 amp system, so you got a 50 amp power cord, 30 feet long, and you get this adapter with it to adapt it down to a 30, from a 50 to a 30, and then we give you another one that adapts it down again to a 20, but that's just in case you need to pack it up or something. You can't run the air conditioner off a 20 amp, so, but you can still light up all the lights and everything if you need to. Okay, so that's your 50 amp cord, cable and satellite through, just 2 coaxes right there. Hopefully you can see that. And this is your city water hookup here, the most common way to get water to the trailer. Well, I look up at the manufacturer station, you should inspect your roof every 90 days. So make sure you go up there and check the roof, make sure there's no cracking or separation where water could get in. Make sure that there's no damage to the roofing components or to the roofing material, let's say by low branches or road debris flying up there or anything like that. So make sure you inspect your roof regularly. The more the better. Okay, so let's go inside. Okay, the furnaces, fireplaces are running. I can feel it. It's a cold morning. Okay, so let's start right here. Your TV goes right here. Of course, there's a backer plate there to screw a bracket on for your TV. This keeps it, your TV will hook up to these coaxes here, right? This coax. So keep in mind that you can shut this green LED off or turn it on. Always leave it on when you're using the antenna, because if you don't, you won't get a good picture. So if you ever get a lousy picture, make sure you look behind the TV and make sure that that is on. Okay. So when it comes to your sound here, the sound bar, it plays FM radio, right? It has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone to your tablet. You have a USB port on it, so you can put all your albums onto one USB drive and take them with you. HDMI is an in. Let's say you got your TV hooked up here and everything, and you want to put a portable Blu-ray player right here, let's say. You can go into the system right there. There's 2 speaker zones, zone 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So it does a lot. This is just telling us, this cover right here that says King, it gives you an address to go to, internet address, but it's just telling you you're prepped for a Wi-Fi booster with a router. So you can go on there if you're interested and look at their different products. There'll be a port or place to hook the antenna up on the roof, and then this place right here where a router would go. And it just gives you basically a signal booster, better Wi-Fi, that sort of thing, okay? Down here is your fireplace. Let me see if he's got the... Let me get this out of the bag here. There you go, so that's off. This is your remote here. This remote here is for the one for your radio. So basically, there we go. You have all the different, it's hard to see right here. You can't really see it. Let me see if I can move a different position so you can see it. It says low. I think you'll just have to trust me on this one. Right now it says low on there. Push it again, it'll go to high. And then you can also push it again and shut it off. That's the fan speed, right? It also has a timer on it. You can also change the appearance of the flame. See, now it's blue. You can change the crystals to different colors. So there's a lot you can do with it. Okay. Of course, all your heat comes out of the floor and all your air conditioning comes out of the ceiling. So this is a 12-volt DC refrigerator. If you're traveling, make sure you leave this screwed in here. Otherwise, the doors will fly open and get scratched or dented. So when you're traveling, make sure it's screwed shut like that. This runs on 12 volts, I think. I guess now that I told you that, I better look, huh? because I didn't look myself beforehand. Because it is a destination trailer. I've seen them both ways. Alright. So let's see what we've got here. If I can read it from here. I can't even read it. Well, we'll have to look at it when you pick up, because I can't read it. It's too small. The letters are too blurry even with my glasses. So I believe this is a 12-volt DC refrigerator, but we'll double check for you and make sure it's not an AC. It's just a DC, or if it is an AC, you'll know it. So, okay, sorry about that. I should have done that beforehand, but I did not. Just get this screwed in here, just get started anyway. Sorry about my camera work. People complain it's too close and too wobbly, but this is the camera I got to work with right now, so this is what I use. I'm thinking about, I'm trying to talk them into getting me a better one, like one of those DJIs or one of those GoPros or something like that. We'll see. Anyway, okay, so this is your microwave, right? It's got a vent on it and a light, two-speed vent, and that vents out to the outside. If you remember, I told you there's a baffle on that vent. Make sure you open the baffle before you vent to the outside, so you can, got light there. Okay. Let's see here. So this is your range, of course. Always leave the cover in the closed position when you're traveling. So this is the sparker. You turn this clockwise to spark it, right? You have 3 knobs here, 3 burners, and then this one is for the oven. So I don't know if this is going to light right up. There it goes. So it's that simple. You just spark it, turn it clockwise, and you can light the burners. Now, when it comes to the oven, all the way at the back at the bottom is a pilot light. So I can spark it, and maybe you can see it, maybe not. But the main thing is you have to go to the picture of the pilot light, depress it, keep it depressed, then you light the pilot light. Once it lights, you still hold this for another 10 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you can go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, though, the flame goes out, obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay, got some more lights here. Okay, these are your keys. This is the other reducer. I told you we give you the reducer on the end of the cord to go from a 50 to a 30. Then you can use this to go from 30 to 20. You can't run your air conditioner off 20 amps, but everything else in the trailer you can. Okay, GFCI here. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. So if they pop, you're going to reset it at the proper GFCI. Alrighty, this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not green, get it serviced. If it goes off, it's detecting carbon monoxide buildup or LP gas leak. Take everybody outside. If it goes off, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, figure out what's going on. Okay. Alrighty. Should always be green. If not, get it serviced. Alright, so let me look around here. So you obviously have theater seats. So when you get a TV here, you're going to want one with a swing out bracket. The best kind are the scissor kind, to me, because you can do so many different things with them. But just get a decent one, and you'll be happier if you get one that like I said, it's scissors, and some of them will lock into place. That's a better way to go with it. That way you don't have to put a strap on it when you're moving your trailer, things like that. So, okay. This, let me see what this is here. This is a hide-a-bed. You can see you can pull both cushions off. And then you grab it here, fold it out. It's a 3-panel hide-a-bed. Your screen door is right behind it. The screen for your sliding door. When it comes to your chairs, always strap them down when you're traveling. It doesn't keep them from moving, but it keeps them from bouncing around so you don't accidentally break a window or dent something. Alrighty, so this is your carbon, or no, no it's not. This is your power converter right here. If I can get it to come open here, there we go. Power converter. So this converts AC to DC power. So on this side you got regular 110 AC circuit breakers like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled. Right? So that's the distribution panel. This side is the power, AC power is converted to 12 volt DC. On this side you got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled. If any of them blow, he'll actually light up, and you can see them through this tinted plastic here, right? And also this is a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery up front has and needs, and it'll always keep it charged. If it's charged, it'll just send up a couple amps to trickle charge it. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever you need to keep your battery charged. So this is it converts AC to DC, and it charges your battery. Okay. This, of course, is your vacuum. It can take attachments here, plus you can just sweep the dirt over here and turn it on. That way. Okay. Your thermostat works like any other thermostat. You just push the mode button until you find the function you want. Okay, your shower works like any other shower. Your sink works like any other sink. You have a fan here, and then of course you have a vent. You can open and close your vent from here too. Wait a minute. Like that. I don't know if you can see that opening, but you can do all that from here. The toilet is an RV toilet, so it has a flush bevel right here. The black tank is directly below. So your black tank would be right down there. So right now there's no water hooked up, but if there was, when I stepped on that pedal, water would come swirling around and ran down and swirled around the bowl and went into the black tank below. So after you get hooked up, hook up your power and your water, you'll come in here, you'll put 1 dose of chemical in the bowl, right? Then you step on the pedal, water comes swirling out, you put at least a gallon along with the chemical into the black tank below. And then you're ready to use it. If you can't use it dry, so if you use it without putting water and chemical in there, it'll smell super bad, plus it can get clogged up. So anytime you flush your black tank, let's say I just flushed the black tank, and I'm getting ready to use the trailer some more, I repeat that procedure. Dose of chemical and a gallon of water in there, and then you're all set till the next time you dump it. Okay? Alright, so moving to the bedroom. What else we can find up here? Okay. Another thermostat. This has 2 air conditioners. That's why you have a 50 amp system. Your wardrobe is here. Just trying to make sure I look at all the right stuff here. Hold on. Boy, that's tight. That has to be so it doesn't just pop open. You should have some. There they are. So in this bag right here, those are your vacuum attachments for your central vacuum. That is your, next to it is your dump kit, your dump hose. And then over there you can see some center caps for your wheels also. So all that comes with it. You have a place for you to set your shoes, of course, here. Okay. And then you have shades all the way around. Okay. All right, so I think that about covers it. Let me look around, make sure I didn't forget anything. Remember, all the plugs are wired through that GFCI that I showed you. Okay. All right, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what one more thing. One more thing. See, I almost walked right past it. Your awning, your power awning is right here. You can see it opening up there. There you go. Never leave it unattended at the campsite if you're not going to be there. Make sure you roll it in. Outside speakers, You got lights here. Your slide out is right here, in and out for your slide room. Let me make sure. I'm thinking that this is a hydraulic slide, so it probably one works and then the other one works. Let me just make sure. Nope. No, so they're electric. This is the button for your bedroom slide right here, and then your main slide is up here. So they're electric slides, okay, I believe. To light your water heater on gas, right like this. Your water heater on electric right here, but remember I told you that there's the other switch out there in the lower left hand corner. Don't forget that switch is there, okay? You have to turn that one on too. Okay, awning lights. These are your levels here. So your battery, you see, is charged. Fresh tank is empty. Black tank is empty. Only use black tank 1 because you just have one toilet, and then your gray, okay? So that's your paddle. This is for your paddle fan right here on the ceiling. Okay, so now I think I've got it all. Okay, all right, so thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Remember what I said about inspecting the roof? Do that regularly, and you'll never have issues with it. You just stay ahead of things. That's why you're doing it. You're protecting your investment, so make sure you inspect that regularly. Also, right now this trailer's winterized, so there's no water in the system. It's all been purged and replaced with antifreeze. The water heater is bypassed and empty right now, so you're all set for the winter, okay? Thank you very much.